Once upon a time, deep in a distant forest, there lived a magical fairy tree. This tree was the most colorful and enchanting tree in the forest. Each of its leaves sparkled in a different color, and these colors brought joy and vibrancy to every corner of the forest. One day, the other trees in the forest decided to steal the fairy tree's colors. They were filled with envy because the fairy tree's colors were the most beautiful. They too wanted to be beautiful. Under the cover of night, the other trees sneaked and took away the fairy tree's colors. The next morning, the fairy tree woke up to find that its leaves had withered. Tears welled up in its eyes and streamed toward the sky. The other inhabitants of the forest couldn't understand what had happened, and they wanted to help. The fairy tree explained what had occurred. The animals of the forest collaborated to bring back the fairy tree's colors. The rabbits returned their orange hues, the birds their blue shades, the butterflies their pink tints, and the insects their green tones. All the creatures of the forest breathed life and color back into the fairy tree's leaves. Eventually, the fairy tree regained its former vibrancy and colors. The other trees returned with remorse and offered their apologies. The fairy tree, with a forgiving heart, pardoned them. The moral of this story is that jealousy and ill intentions ultimately lead to losing, while cooperation and love always lead to winning. The colors were restored, and the forest continued to live in joy.